Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you're new here today, my name is Betty, and today I have a guest for you guys. It's been a while since I brought somebody at this channel, but today, oh my god, I'm so excited because I have a beautiful lady here. She's gonna tell us who she is, and then we can talk more. Hi.
Hello, Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Betty AZ YouTube channel.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
And I had to drive a long way to come and find her. She's a friend of mine. So tell us who you are.
Hi, people. My name is Rose Wangari. I'm a nurse by profession. Betty is my friend, and I'm glad I found her. I'm glad I'm here. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I think we met. How did we meet? I think you watched a video of mine. Yeah.
I was looking for people from Kenya in Arizona, and we have a group. So I saw Betty, and I went, I think I was watching YouTube. I love YouTube. So I saw Betty, and I thought, is it the same Betty? We are in the same group. And I started watching her content, and later I saw her number, and I called her.
I posted on Kenya Community Group.
Yes. And I watched your content the whole night.
Oh.
And later on, I got the number and I called you, and here we are.
And here we are. We became friends. That's how you meet. That's how you make friends. So I'm happy this platform also makes me meet amazing people like you.
I'm glad.
Yeah. So where are you from?
I'm from Kenya, East Africa. I'm born in Nyeri, but my home is in Nyahururu.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. That's nice. Nyeri is because I'm from Thika. It's like a 2-hour drive from Thika. No, is it 2-hour drive?
It's 2 hours from Thika because it's 3 hours from Nairobi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so we are close to Nairobi. Thika, we are close to Nairobi. Nice. So you said you're a nurse by profession. Were you a nurse in Kenya or?
Yes, I was a nurse in Kenya. I worked in Nairobi Hospital, and I trained there as well. And that's from the year 2008. I'm an old nurse, so I came here as a registered nurse. I'm still a nurse.
Oh, you started practicing 2008?
Yes.
Wow.
That's when I graduated.
You've been working for a while.
I have been working for a while, yes.
Oh, and you said when you talk about working in like Nairobi Hospital in Kenya, when you do courses like those medical courses, do you get a job, or do people struggle to get medical jobs? Is it a career that people can just get jobs easy?
I would say so. Like for the nurses in Kenya, we didn't have problems, especially in Nairobi Hospital where I trained, because they train and absorb you. Okay. So like for my case, I graduated and started working in the same institution until,
Oh, okay. So you would advise someone if like after high school they want to go into nursing to, like, is there like a school you would advise them to go to, like an institution where you think after they graduate there's a high chance of getting a good job, or?
I would say at this time it doesn't matter. What you need to do is create network, talk to people, do applications, get aggressive at applying and inquiring and getting information. Okay. And in Kenya, I think nurses sell high. Yeah. So yeah. It doesn't matter where you school. You can go to a government institution, private institution. Yeah. And the chances are all the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's nice. So growing up, you always wanted to be a nurse, or you wanted to be a pilot, and then your parents pushed you into nursing, or what?
Well, growing up, I had personally always wanted an office job. Okay. Nursing is not an office job per se, and I had wanted to be, like a boss in an office, computers and all that. Yeah. Until one time, I felt like I needed to, like, my grandmother had stroke and she later passed on. Okay. Yeah, and I felt like there was a gap. I needed to serve and especially to give health education and to know how to take care of someone who is very needy, and that stirred me.
Yeah.
So I would say I started wanting to be a nurse after high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't grow up wanting to be one.
Oh, and then you pursued. That's nice. So now you're here in Arizona. How did you, like, when did you come here, and how did you find yourself here working as a nurse? Like, share with us your journey, like where did it all start, or
Well, so I had, there's this need to always become better.
Yeah.
So when I worked in Nairobi Hospital, I would say nurses moving to the US, and I was just fine in a long time. So until about 2015, 2016, I felt I needed like something else, because in Nairobi Hospital I also specialized in ICU nursing, which I felt like it was the highest level of bedside nursing, and I couldn't move to another hospital. So I thought getting out of the country would give me another challenge and a new experience. So I considered UK, I considered Canada, and all those, required me to go to school first, leave my family behind. And I opted for the US because they gave me a chance to do the process and come with my family. And my process took a while because of many reasons. And finally got to come to the US in 2022 in August. We got here in August 3rd. So I'm just a year and I think a month or two in the US, and 2 months.
Oh, a year?
Yes, it's just a year.
Wow, you look like you're born here. You're already you're already used to the system. So when you say the system took long, it from the time you started the process to the time to you flying out, coming here as a nurse, it took you like 2 years?
Yeah, no, it took me, I did my exam in 2018.
Okay.
I started the process. The first application I did in 2017. And, I was not aggressive. Like I say, I would see people moving, and I was feeling comfortable until 2018. I thought I need to get serious.
Yeah.
And in October is when it takes time to read for the exam. There's an exam, the certification exam called NCLEX. So I was ready in October 2018, and that's when I traveled to India. And after that, there is a form I-140 again that takes, mine took so long for some reason, it was not approved. It took me a year. Okay. And by the time they were approving it, it was now COVID. Okay. So COVID struck and I had to wait for another year. And now there was the backlog. Yeah. And then everything is ready and I'm waiting for visa processing and all that. And my visa, for some reason, again got delayed. I went into what they call administrative process for about 5.5 months. Wow. And yeah, that's why my process, I would say, was not the usual, because people take 2 years from the time you take your exam, you start actually, to the time you immigrate. Okay. Yeah, but again, it's different for everyone.
Oh, okay. So everybody has their own kind of
experience.
Yeah. Wow. So did you had to go through an agency, or you applied directly, like with the hospital here, or?
Oh yeah, I went to an agency. I used one called O'Grady Payton, OGP, if you like. And the reason I chose OGP amongst the others is because OGP lets you come with your family. The first landing, you come with your whole family. And that's what I preferred. Okay. Because they will process everything for you as a family. But again, the reason people don't prefer them is because there are some things that you have to pay for yourself. When you land to the US, they give you a person to meet and greet and orient you for about a week. Okay. They get you a hotel, as opposed to other agencies who will get you into a place and give you an orientation, like a classroom setting, a boarding where you don't come with your family at first, but you're there and you're given, all the orientation about the life in the US. You get your driving license, you get to choose a house from there, and the culture is introduced to you in a classroom setting. So it's either you choose that or you prefer to come and get in and swim on your own. That's O'Grady Payton, and that's what I chose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so because I hear there are different agencies that people can use.
Yeah, they're different, and they have specifics, which now, the small details that make them different. From each other.
Oh, okay. Oh, so your agency compared to those agencies, you said it's a little faster.
It's faster.
Oh,
yeah.
So that means I understand you with the COVID and all those kind of delays. Maybe it took like a little longer. So that means if there are no delays, you can be ready in a year.
In 2 years.
In 2 years.
Yeah, at most.
Oh, okay. So by so the agency, when you found the agency, they are the one who guide you into what to do.
Yes, they take you step by step. They'll send you the forms you need to fill and tell you what you need to fill. They'll tell you the fee you need to pay. They give you deadlines, and even during the exam preparation, they take you through. They take you through, and they guide you the whole process. And even when you land in the US, they're still with you for, like in the case of O'Grady Payton, it's 2 years, and that's the time you pay them back. So they keep in touch, and they're checking how you're doing, and they're guiding you and telling you what you need to keep renewing and doing, and if you have a concern, they are with you for 2 years.
Okay.
Some other agencies take 3 years. Yeah.
So when you come here, I understand they train you. I mean, you go through some sort of orientation and everything. You have a job ready.
When you come, by the time you're coming here, you've done interviews. That is even before you have your visa. You have done interviews with different hospitals. And you have to choose a state that interests you, the specialty that you want to major in terms of your practice.
Okay.
And by the time you're doing your interview, you know where you're going.
Okay.
So the hospital is waiting for you. You've had an interview with the managers, and when you land here, you have another interview online, and that now that you go through the orientation, the physical orientation in the hospital. It takes about 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, you are allocated a preceptor who takes you through the processes, procedures, and all that.
Okay, that's nice. So at least by the time you land, you already know that you're going to a specific hospital to this. Do you have to work because they bring you? Do you have to work for them for like a period of time before you change, or you are stuck with one company forever?
Yes, you have to work for them. Like they bond you for. In my case, they bond me for 2 years.
Okay.
So that I pay back, they did the process. They take me through a lot, and they pay a lot also to get me here.
Yeah.
And I have to pay back now in that contract.
So now you're still with them?
I'm still with them.
Okay.
For another 1 year.
Oh, now even if you get another job somewhere, you can't just quit and...
Personally, I can't. But there are people who buy, they pay off.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, they pay off, and you can do that if you want to.
Okay.
And if you get there are better jobs there, of course. You can.
Okay. Yeah, and I understand also people can be tempted because you hear somebody tell you, oh, we get paid this much, and you're like, and I'm stuck here with this amount.
Of course, yeah.
And I hear they don't pay the same when you come from home with the agency. They kind of pay, the pay is lower than the regular nurses, or that works for them, or what?
What happens, the pay is the same, or even better for, the traveler. They call us travelers.
Okay.
What happens is that the agency has to cut their portion.
Oh.
And whatever they give you will, of course, be less than what every other person is getting.
I see.
So that's the point. Because you're paying back some amount, you end up getting less for these 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the agency will always bargain good for you because they want to earn from you.
They want to get something from, so that at least you're left with something good also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, anything else from the process? Because I know maybe I don't have all the right questions, but
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody here is watching, and you probably you are a nurse in Kenya or in Africa, and you would love to come through an agency to work here as a nurse, of which is good. I don't think you have any regrets.
I don't. So far, so good.
Umeguza dola, umesikia
Nimeguza
mtamu.
dola ni tamu, and I thank God. I thank God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe you can add from all that process something that maybe we missed out, because
maybe what I would tell people is not to, to be in a hurry. That is one thing that really disappoints. And the process is so different for everyone. Don't expect to start now and give yourself a time frame, and by this time I want to do this, by this time I want to do this. Because it can get very disappointing. And also, don't stop doing your life because you started the process.
Yeah.
Because let the process find you still on the go. Because like me, if I was to, between 2018, I hoped to come before 2020, but I ended up here in 2022. So,
wow, yeah.
And then the process of the visa processing, nowadays the process is complicated. Every time something new keeps coming up. Kitambo, there was nothing like administrative process, but nowadays you find you have your visa interview, and then for whatever reason they put you on hold to do some investigations. They say it's a thing that no one understands really. But my point is, when you start the process, just have an open mind. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't resign. Ati unaenda US sasa uache job, utoe watoto shule. Keep doing what you're doing until the day is there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you get your visa and
yes,
ready to go.
Yes.
And also, so what about finances? Because we are talking here about the process, and somebody might think, oh, does the agency pay everything for you, or you have to be prepared financially also?
The agencies are different. There are agencies which will pay everything for you, but they are the same ones who will bond you longer.
Including flight tickets?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They all pay the flight for the nurse. But some of them won't pay for your family, won't pay for your air ticket. So those that pay everything for you will bond you longer.
Okay.
So it all depends. And the good thing, the process doesn't require you to have the whole amount of money.
Okay.
It's a process. So you pay when that time comes. You pay
like if you're going for exam.
Yeah, when it's exam time, you pay. There's a deadline, so you pay that amount. Then you wait. When you need to pay the NVC, you pay at that time. When you need to do a course, it is at that time. So you don't have to have the whole amount of money to do the process. So I would say money should not be a limit.
Oh, yeah. So it's better to start and then worry about that when you...
Oh, yes. Oh. Yes, start where you are. Do what you can. Take the English test. Yeah, there's an English test, again, that makes agencies different. Some agencies want you to come with an English test done. Others, you will take it when you're ready to go for the interview. So, yeah, start where you are.
Okay. And does all the agencies get your whole family visa, or some agencies, they just worry about your...
They all get for the whole family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only that some agencies will let the nurse come first for orientation, 6 weeks, and then the family will follow later.
Wow. So it's a good chance because, and you come with a green card. It's not like a...
Yes, you come with a permanent residence green card.
Wow, guys. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
So you guys don't even know what is struggling for papers. When we are talking here, like people come and start worrying about immigration.
We thank God. We don't know.
It's good, and honestly speaking, that is a plus. Yeah, considering a lot of people, they come and they still worry about immigration. That is another stress that you don't have to worry about when you... Wow, that's good. And same thing I think with teachers. People, you can come here as a teacher too. there are those agencies that hire teachers from Africa. And actually, there's a time I went to my son's school and I asked them if they hire teachers from abroad, and they said, yeah, they do. You can apply through the agency, or you can apply directly with the district. They say they do, yeah. And I said, from Africa? I say, yeah, they do. Yeah, so guys, and I think all for the teachers is a shorter time.
Yeah, because they don't have to go through some training.
They don't have to do those NCLEX and all that. So I believe it's a shorter time, and also they bond you for some time. So guys, give it a try. You look up online, ask questions. You can ask here on the comment section below. If I don't have the answer, I will reach out to you. Or maybe you can watch this video. If you go through the comment section, if you see a question, if you see a negative comment, just know just know that on these streets, online streets, sometimes you have people who are negative, but we don't you know, the best thing is you share this information and it helps someone serious out there, somebody who really need it. And even if my viewers here, they are not nurses, they will obviously share with a friend or a family member who is a nurse. And like I said, I always tell people, if you're going to like I have a friend of mine, her daughter was like, she really want to come here to this country, and she said, what can she do at the college so that she can get away to come to the, and I said, go for like a nursing program, you know. Yeah, so do you think that's a bad advice?
That is a great advice.
Yeah, instead of going to uni back home to a college where you graduate and then you don't even end up getting a job. So
and she should have passion, because nursing, it's taxing. The dollar is sweet, but you earn it.
Oh, you have to have the
you must have the passion, because you know, you're taking care of someone who is very needy.
It's not for everyone.
It is not just that profession that gives dollar. You know, you must have passion. You know, there's some of these courses which will earn you a curse or a blessing. Nursing is one of them. So if you don't have passion, you're there for the dollar, then you really need transformation.
So practicing nursing back home and here, is it kind of different? Because I believe, well, I'm not here to bash any nurse in Kenya or in Africa, but some of the nurses can be mean back home. Are you guys trained here to be like super sweet to the patients, or?
I would say, okay, I happened to just work in an institution where, you know, considering the patient was key, you know, putting the patient first, feeling the patient, and, you know, just treating them right.
Okay.
So when I hear that nurses are rude to patients, I really don't know. But I would say the practice here is not much different. The only thing there is here is all the machinery. You have all the technology that you need, things that we only read in the books back home, you know, and we really have to improvise and make things work. You know, cope, get something done, you know, the best way possible without having everything that you need back home. But here you have everything. You have all the machinery, you have all the technology, you have all the...
So it makes your work easier.
Yes, but patients ni wale. You know, someone who is not a good nurse back home will not come to the US and be a good nurse.
I think, as you said, you know, you have to be passionate about your job. If you really get into it and you know you cannot control your anger issues, trust me, I don't think you can survive. Because obviously you meet patients like a patient like Betty here, who is like rude, and you have to like, help me God. But you guys do an amazing job. I really appreciate all the nurses, and you guys, let me tell you, you guys are, even doctors, yes, doctors, they help, but nurses, they are very important, and we appreciate you guys. So yeah, anything else you want to add, parting shot?
I just want to wish everyone planning and in the process of coming to the US, especially the nurses, the very best. It's a great choice that you have made.
Yeah, so no regrets.
No regrets.
And okay, now we can touch on coming to Arizona. Did you pick Arizona really, Rose? Of all the states out there, like 50 states, you decided to come to the desert?
Wow, I had a tough time making a choice.
Yeah?
Because I didn't know nothing. Only thing I know is that Arizona is hot. But is home really, was being in Kenya any better?
You had friends here?
No.
How did you choose Arizona? For me, honestly, I didn't know Arizona exists anywhere on the map.
when I got my placement here is when I looked for people who is in Arizona, and later I got to know some few people. So the main reason I chose Arizona is that I am afraid of that extreme cold. The ice and the snow and all that, the immobility, and I would see people, removing ice from their cars. I didn't like it. I don't like cold. So I thought I can deal with the heat.
Yeah, you can deal with the heat, but not the... Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. Wow. So anyway, you are still, you are not new, but I believe you are... Have you traveled to other states yet?
I've been to Washington. It's wet. I didn't like it.
No.
I think it's the only place I've been like for some time. The other states I've just passed by. I didn't see much. So I'm still...
I think we should move to Alaska.
I've been to Georgia. I've been to Georgia.
Oh, you've been to Georgia?
It was nice because it was the beginning of summer, and Georgia is nice. It's green and cool.
Oh, I like that. Green. I love green. Yeah. And I was thinking I need to move somewhere to Alaska or somewhere that I can enjoy the snow really good.
Currently, I want to stay here, especially for my children who are already in school.
Yeah.
I don't want to move them.
Your children, about the transition, was it easier for them, or it was okay? Like, was it hard?
I would say it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Getting to a place where nobody knows nothing. You are all new.
Yeah.
What happens here? You are all on the same page. And then they had the anxiety of making new friends.
Wow.
Leaving the friends they had and coming to start again was their main concern.
So you guys were actually received by your agency, not a friend.
We were received by the agency.
Oh, that's kind of tough.
Staff, yeah, and they take you to a hotel room where now you stay. You're picked now by a different person who takes you around, shows you. You have to choose a house. So these are you come with a list of apartments to choose from, and you visit them and make a choice.
Oh wow.
Then you look for the school. You go shop for stuff in the house.
Wow. Yeah. And you don't even know where you're going, but
you don't know that person, the liaison person takes you around.
But they are nice though.
They are very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very nice.
That's good. Yeah. Thank you so much. We don't want to make this video any longer, but we're going to do more videos. Maybe the second video we'll talk about like now you settling down and all the challenges you went through, because if you start talking about it right now it can even be like 40 minutes video. But thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you share it and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and God bless you. Take care.